All right. Good morning, good afternoon, maybe good evening to some people out there. Thanks for coming into live training, everybody coming into Zoom right now. Hey, everybody. And hey, out there in streaming land to everybody out there watching across the different platforms. Welcome into the daily live training. Tuesday edition, right? It is Tuesday, right? Check. Yes, Tuesday. Okay, so welcome in. If you are new to Dubb, please put a one in the chat. If you're new to Dubb, and if you're returning, please put a two in there if you don't mind. But definitely, please put a one if you're in the chat and you're new. And that would be helpful just so we see the new folks in here. And then returners, awesome. Welcome back. And then I'm going to pop over to the new folks real quick before we begin. Bob, it looks like you put a one in there. Hey, Bob, if you want to say hello, you can unmute and say hi if you'd like to. If not, you can say hello in the chat if you'd like to do that. If
Hello,
you're busy on your side. Hey, Bob,
how's it
thanks
going?
for yeah, good. Thanks for coming our way. What brings you our way?
Just want to learn more about the product.
Sweet. What's your industry?
Right now, real estate and technology coaching.
Oh, very cool. Nice. Yeah, we Dubb over the years, it's one of those platforms where, especially in real estate that we've found too, the shiny object syndrome, people see a lot of stuff, new CRMs, new things, new gadgets. But with Dubb, it could be either an all-inclusive kind of thing, or it could be something that's used for different parts, which I'm going to show in a little bit. But where do you kind of live with a lot of your folks, Bob? Like on LinkedIn, not on LinkedIn, email lists, referrals, events?
I'm sorry, rephrase your question. I didn't
Yeah,
catch it.
your prospects, the folks you get, where do they typically come from?
A sphere of influence and events.
Yep. Okay, cool. Great. Well, fantastic. Yeah, I'm going to run through with the training here. We're going to do the A to Z. So I'm going to show different parts of Dubb in terms of here's how you record, strategy wise, tech wise, and then kind of go to different use cases. And these recordings, even though we're live right now, they'll be on our YouTube support, Dubb support on YouTube. And typically what people do is they'll come back and say, oh, that's that part I want to learn more about. And then they'll go and watch that part of the training. So good to meet you,
Sounds
Bob.
good.
Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. And then I also saw Victor. It looks like you put a one in there as well. Let me come over to you, Victor, really quick. Let me find you in here. Hey, Victor, if you can hear me, if you want to say hello, you're more than welcome. If you'd like to turn off your mic, turn on your mic and say hi.
Hey, how you doing, sir?
Yeah, good to meet you. What brings you our way?
My name is Victor. I'm a realtor out here in Las Vegas, and basically, what got me connected to Dub is through. I'm pretty sure you know who Smarty the realtor is
Yeah,
from Pro Edge. So that's
yep.
why I'm here because he's using your platform pretty good, and we're excited about getting on board with this.
That's great. That's awesome to hear. Do you buyers, sellers, FISBOs, expireds? Who are your folks?
Right now, I'm trying to. The expires is who I've been, going after most of the time. But right now, I'm just trying to find my niche and see which one, works for me. So I'm trying to go after all of them right now.
Okay, cool. Yeah, well, we have a big chunk of folks that are in real estate that use Dubb. So when I walk through this, I'll give the examples as well.
Thank you.
Yeah, good to meet you, Victor.
You too, sir.
And then I think we had somebody else that had a one in here. I think there was. Let me go back up past the AI note takers here. Sean. Let's see. Let me pop over to you, Sean. Let's see, Sean. Let me find you in the list here. There we go. How are you, Sean?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I got you. Good to meet you, Sean.
How you doing, sir?
Good.
I want to know your team's been amazing. I'm Shawnee Whitaker and Arlene. It's been very, very amazing since my journey.
Oh, nice.
Um, so my thing is this: I do home security
Yep.
for 31 years, and I have a fake leg. So name comes called your local. I'm dealing with that guy. And what I do is I get realtors and mortgage brokers to send me their new homeowners, right?
Yeah.
And so my thing is that hey, so I give like these realtor and mortgage brokers free installation, credit activation. I give away 60% of commission, so no
Yeah.
upselling. But then I go back and I brand and market them. And so I was thinking in the background, these realtors love what I do because I do marketing, brand, and advertising for free.
Yeah.
I give them customers a brand new alarm. Um, and so so my thing is, I was talking to Arlene today, is that if I have, like, say, 10 different mortgage brokers, right, that
Mhm.
send me brand new homeowners, um, my whole thing is marketing outside the box can have is I want to brand them, market them, because in your mortgage broker or your realtor, I'm getting a brand new alarm, 6 months free, outdoor cameras, with over 30% of upgrades, you know. And
Yeah.
so I think I was on today. Can we sit there and make 10 different campaigns with 10 different mortgage brokers or what?
You mean like when you say a campaign, like a bulk send out
Well,
to
no. So for, if I get a lead today, all of a sudden from Bruce Woodburn, the mortgage broker from Crescent Mortgage,
yeah.
I want to have his picture on there, like I'm part of his team, you know. And all of a
Mhm.
sudden, and they say, hey, this is Shawnee Whitaker. I'm part of Bruce Wickham team. And all of a sudden, I have named Jason Purcell, a CMP. So I want to be able to send like responses and videos of each different mortgage broker or realtor with their brand.
Oh, okay. So you want to have their brand as like maybe a background behind you or something
Yeah,
like
because my thing is like it's not about my company.
that?
As they send me leads, a new homeowner that want alarms, is makes sense, So
Yeah.
so the whole thing is called marketing outside the box, helping you get more business from cost to you. So the more I brand them, and let's say the more the alarms come from them, they get excited, They trust me. They should
Yeah.
trust them. They trust me.
Yeah. I think you can do like sending a video to those folks. I mean, it's really about visually, how do you want to do it? I'm going to show the examples in a bit, but do you want to have their profile pulled up, their site pulled up? Do you want to be in a little bubble on the page, kind of pointing something out? Do you want to
Yeah.
have you sitting in front of your webcam with their background behind you, holding up a message in front? So I think it's just what visual do you want, you know?
Yeah, my big thing is, hey, if I'm calling you up, your new homeowners, that because of Bruce Woodburn, we're giving you a brand new alarm, no upselling. We think about commission, seats
Mm,
for commission, And so
yeah.
yeah, so I just want to make sure that it's not about my brand, it's
Mhm.
about them. The more I market them, brand them, they get
Yeah.
more leads, same kind of thing.
See, I think either in the bubble or have it behind you. But like if you're in the bubble, using a screen recorder, you could point something out within their brand that maybe they're unaware of. You know what I mean? Like something that you liked, maybe that they had, or some insight that you have that with your branding and what you do, it would be good for
Yeah.
them. So yeah, yeah. No, I agree. Visually, it'd be one of those two styles.
And the thing that is where it's like, so I'm trying to do now too, is I'm actually trying to do this where I'm doing these little videos with the mortgage broker. They
Hmm.
say, "How you doing, Mr. Smith? This is Bruce. It's my boy Shawnee. He'll be calling you up. And he's part of my welcome team. He wants to bless you. I want to bless you with free alarm." And Sean's the owner of the company, saying. And so if I get, they say, 10 videos like that from Bruce and me talking. Then when the new homeowner gets it, they see me, they see Bruce, they trust Bruce, and they trust me, saying. So it's all about you know trust, right?
Yeah, yeah. No, it's totally about that. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah. I totally agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Well, I like your logo too. I like the fact that you got the leg just like that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. Now, saying we tell people, say, listen, let me tell you why Bruce Lee did this.
Perfect.
Is that we actually have a foundation called the Get Up Movement. So
Yeah,
people who can't afford price their legs, like my leg costs 40 grand. It's
yeah.
expensive, right? Above the 8 grand. So what happened is that we have a foundation where we
Mhm.
have people get free legs. Every time we do alarm sales, a portion of
Mhm.
proceeds going to Get Up Movement. And last year we had 4 people get free legs last year. So
That's
trying to be,
great.
yeah, so we're trying, yeah, so we're excited. And this year we already got 3 so far. So we're excited. So yeah, so
That's great. You got like dual messaging there. That's kind of cool. You could
yeah,
do
yeah,
like
yeah.
different things.
And my
Yeah.
thing is this. The thing is that my assistant, she's a go high level machine, right?
Hmm.
And so I was telling Lee that we can integrate this with go high level, right?
Yeah, yeah. There's a little dub button. I think we have it inside Go High Level. Ina, who's here with us, Ina from our team. Ina, do we have the button inside of Go High Level? I know we do in Follow Up Boss.
Yeah,
Do we have
yeah.
we do,
I
right?
think yeah.
Yeah. So you can just pull up your workflows, or she can pull up her workflows inside of Go High Level. You just be the creator of the videos, and then she can drop them in and send them however you want to send them.
Oh, one quick
Yes.
question. One quick question. Is that do we need to go high level or can we do all this through the Dubb platform?
You can do bulk sending within Dubb. You can do automations within Dubb. You can do drip sequencing within Dubb. You can do everything you want within Dubb. The reason people, if they have Go High Level first and they have all their stuff in there and they love it and they've just, they're used to it. That's what typically happens with some CRMs. People are embedded in there and they love using it. They just want to add videos. So it really just depends on personal preference. But Dubb does all the CRM stuff you typically would want to do.
Yeah, because my thing is this is hey, so I'm not entrepreneur, it's not it's not tech, techie saying. So the thing is that and so my new BA, she's a go high level specialty, but the thing is, I can't keep it simple, So go high level is kind of very tough.
Mm.
So I'm just trying to say that we can do all this through Dubb.com.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so we really don't need go high level.
Not if you don't want it, not if you, not if you just love Go High Level. I don't know. Maybe people like certain parts of it, but yeah, you can do all the basic stuff within Dubb. Drips, sends, bulks, all the stuff that you need.
How about this? How
Contact
about can we get alerts through Dubb.com as far as the alerts, like appointments coming up, whatever?
notifications. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, you can do notifications. Yeah.
Is that the, and so I was asking Eileen, so through um my Google Calendar, so if I'm sitting there, or I get a message via text or a message via Google Calendar that have alerts, whatever kind of thing, or what?
Well, if you have people within Dubb, if you have someone book a time in your calendar, we have if you have notifications on, right, it'll send an alert that hey, you got someone booked. Yeah, there you go. Yep.
Through my Google or through my Dubb?
I think it's through Dubb and is it both Dubb and Google or is it just through Dubb? You know.
It depends on the setup. Like, for
Yeah.
example, you set up your calendar booking and have it like um, integrated to your Gmail, Google Calendar, then you will receive the notification from
On
Google.
both.
But if you have like a a workflow that has like a call to action as a trigger. Once that call to action is clicked, then you'll receive either a notification from your mobile notification or an email notification sent to you by the system,
Yeah.
by
Well,
the automation.
I'm excited. I'm not techie. So my thing is, they're trying to tell me, hey, I don't need go high level if because Euros Dub.com does everything they do, pretty much, right? Like to a
Yeah.
degree.
Yeah, 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 exactly. Yes, the answer would be yes.
All I need is, but you don't have a phone, right? You can't call the customers through a
Through
CRM phone
the
through Dub.
Yeah, we don't have the dialer
Yeah.
inside the Dubb CRM, but you can log calls like in the CRM.
Yeah, so I called, boom. Okay, all right. Well, listen, guys, thanks for lots of questions, guys. I love you guys. You're amazing, and I appreciate the program, guys. Thank you very much.
Appreciate it, John. Thanks for the kind words, my friend.
God bless her. Yeah.
Um, and then Jai, I saw you had your hand up, and then Bob, I saw you had a question. What are the open rates? We'll grab over that in a second, and then go ahead, Jai. What's up, Jai? How are you, my man? See, Jai, can you hear me? Okay. Looks like yeah, Jai has hand up, but let's see, Jai, you there? Jai. All right, well, we're waiting there. Let me pop over. Bob, you asked, what are your open rates? Bob, are you talking about, hey, Bob, like cold or something, or just in general, or?
One thing I'm struggling with is on the BombBomb emails is getting them, first of all, getting them through because, we get bounces and such
Yeah,
from people even who opted in. And then
yeah,
the open rates of the email. I'm testing out a Go High Level for mass emailing our CRM, and everything goes to the spam box.
mm,
So if it's not, it's important that if we're sending a message out that it gets seen.
yeah,
Otherwise, we're just paying a lot of money to go to people's spam folders.
right,
And I'm just trying to figure out because I get, 150 spam emails a day.
yeah,
And
yeah,
yet I can't send to people who have opted into my own site because
mm,
BombBomb says Google thinks I'm a spammer. What,
mm.
what, what gives?
What's your industry, Bob? What do you do?
Real estate still.
Real estate? Okay.
Yeah.
We have the video that Darius did. Remember the one he
Mm-mm.
did? It's about 30 minutes. If we can find that, and we'll drop that in the chat. Um, Bob, Darius did this video. He's our co-founder. He's really big on email deliverability and opens and all that kind of good stuff. And there's specific stuff, a video he made, it was a little while ago, about the things you need to check when you're doing
Mhm.
it. So that's from the tech side of it. So we're going to drop that in the chat. So when you get some time today, if you get a chance, watch that. It's very specific.
Johnny,
I will say as far as
what's up, Joseph?
I will say as far as the creative part of it,
Not much. Was it
yeah. Sorry, give me
on
one.
I'm
me?
sorry, I can't hear.
Yeah, hold on. Let me mute him. So I would watch that for the tech part of it, but from the creative part of it, like the sending out of the emails to these folks, um, do you ever put the word video in the subject line when you're sending it out?
No, because it tend to not always have videos in each one.
Okay, but the ones they do you put the word video in parentheses in the subject when you're sending?
I don't think I do. No.
Okay, just as a best practice, I would do that as well. That usually helps in terms of people like wanting to click on it. Also, in terms of a hook, the people that you're sending these out to, are they buyers, sellers, FISBOs, expireds? Who are they?
Some of them are a mix of both. Probably about 60% buyers.
Okay.
Those are not the emails that are getting bounced as much as it is emails to fellow agents and
Mhm.
coaching clients are getting bounced. And these are weekly emails that I send out, newsletters, updates, things like that.
Yeah.
So
There's got
that's
to be
why
something
I'm
in tech. Yeah. Good.
yeah,
Sorry.
and I've been a BombBomb customer for a long, long time, and
Yeah.
it seems like recently everything is just one big cluster. So
Hmm.
that's why I started looking for alternatives, and you guys showed up. So I won't take
Yeah.
up any more time. I want to see the demo if we can and see what we got.
Yeah. No, I appreciate it. And definitely watch that video. It's very specific on that. So
Yeah.
thanks,
I
Bob.
put it in
Appreciate
the
it.
chat. Also, I think what Bombom is doing is like they're using another sender, probably SendGrid or anything like that. With Dubb, you get to choose whether you want to send using your Gmail, Outlook as the email sender so that it won't look like a promotional email and all that, but you get to choose if it is your sender. Also, what we recommend is like have a burner burner email, like another domain, not your actual domain. Like for us, we do have the messages.com as another domain. Like it, at least if there's any when it comes to domain reputation, the dub.com domain will continue to be protected, and we can just continue sending. We use the dubmessages.com domain for our colder emails per se. So yeah, that might be another use case,
Excellent.
but you can check the best practices like the SPF, DKIM, DMARC record setup for fixing email deliverability issues.
Thanks, Tina.
Yeah.
Perfect. Great. All right, so let me share my screen here and let's pop in to some stuff here. Okay, so let me share here and here we go. All right. So when we think about Dubb, here, let me actually do this first. When we think about Dubb in general, before we can record a video, we want to decide what our hook is. That's probably the most important thing before you do any of this stuff. And even if it's prospects or clients, even if you're doing like, weekly newsletters and things like that, what's the reason they're going to want to click? Whether it's cold, warm, referrals, all of that. So that right there is an example of what a dub video looks like when someone receives it. So it's an animated preview of the first 3 seconds when you hit record. So that's what that is. I recorded from my webcam. I got the Dubb mobile app on my phone. It has a little whiteboard feature. I'll talk more about that in a second. But the thing is, whatever way you record and the different styles I'm going to show you, when someone receives it, they're going to see the first 3 seconds repeat. That's what they're going to see. Now, before we can do that, what's our hook? Why does someone want to click on this? So, if you're using any kind of ChatGPT, you're using a Gemini, you're using a Grok, you're using a Claude, if within the Dubb website you're using Auto, which is our AI engine right up here at the top, any one of those, what you want to do is describe for the AI your industry, whether you're in real estate, insurance, coaching, consulting, finance, whatever it is, and say, look, here's my ICP, my ideal client profile. Here's why I'm reaching out to this person or this group. Here's the value I want to convey, and here's the action I want them to take when they're done getting this video. So you give the AI that information and say, this is the question. I would like you to provide me with a list of 20 to 30, 3 to 6 or 7 word hooks, okay, that I can use to get someone to want to click on these videos. That's your hook. But it's got to be 3 to 7 words, and I'll explain that in a second. But you want the AI to give you that list. So it understands your clients, it understands your industry, the value, and it gives you the list of the hooks. Give it a human pass, see which ones you like, go through and say, okay, all right, I like that one, don't like that one, make the adjustments. When you have your hooks, then you're going to decide what style of video do I want to record. So with this particular one right here, this was recorded with the Dubb webcam right inside the basic website. And I have the Dubb mobile app on my phone, Dubb app, Dubbapp. And it's got a whiteboard function where you can type a message. The reason we say 3 to 7 words is typically because it's 30 something characters on the whiteboard. You want something short and punchy. And it also fits up here in your email subject line or your SMS messaging where it's not too long. And you always want to have the word video there as well. First thing they read. But you want to have a hook up here and a hook right here. They can be the same hook or very similar to in terms of to get them to open the email and then get them to see the animated preview right here. Now, because it's an animated preview, it's the first 3 seconds that repeats when you hit record. You want to have a little bit of movement to it, little pointing, little movement. This is probably one of the most straightforward ways you can convey a message is having it right there in front of the screen. Now, from this webcam, you also can do a virtual background. So if you want to drop a virtual background behind you and you're not holding up the whiteboard, but you have a screenshot that can be someone's profile, property in real estate, article you want to share, screenshot of an action someone took on their website, if that gives the proper context and hook behind you with the image, then just a little point back, little turn, little smile, you can do that. Now, you also can do a combination of both of these things. So I could have Sarah's profile behind me as an example, and then I have to have my hook and my question right there. So I can do a combination of both of them if I want to. Now, in real estate, if someone's interested in a property, why not throw the property behind you and have either a fun fact about the property or a hook or the property address, something related to why they're interested in that property. They can visually see it, and you have your messaging right there as well. And that's all done from the basic webcam right inside of Dubb. Now, you also can do screen recordings with Dubb. So this was done with the Dubb Chrome extension. This is a browser-based screen recorder. The cool thing about this is any website that you want to be on top of within your browser, you can put yourself in a circle, have some annotation arrows like you see right here, and you're being very clear about how to walk someone through something in a very visual way. So I'm still using the whiteboard. You notice that I'm holding within the bubble there. It says big change because we know this is a market update because I put myself right next to the title. We know that. But why not have that additional hook that we just talked about within that bubble? Market update, but there's been a big change in the market. So something to think about in terms of when you're in your browser and you're on some sites that you want to share and you physically want to be on top of it inside of a bubble, walking someone through something, this is where you want to be. And it's the Dubb Chrome extension is what you want to Google. And you can see the little Dubb symbol right up here at the top in the browser. It's a 3-step process to pin it up here, and that's what you want to use. Now, we also have a desktop app screen recorder called the Dubb desktop app. So you would just Google Dubb desktop app, download it from Mac or PC. And the desktop app is not beholden within the browser. It can go on top of anything that it wants to record, whether it's a browser site, document, video, Canvas slide, whatever it is. It also has the ability to crop around things. Because notice on this site right here, I'm cropped closer. Has some other cool functions too. But the basic difference is Dubb Chrome extension is browser based. The Dubb desktop app is not, and it can go on top of anything. You also have the Dubb mobile app. So the mobile app, you can do the same thing we did with the webcam. You can put a screenshot behind you, just screenshot it on your phone, put the visual behind you. You also can do the text on the screen like you see it right here. You also can just use the hook. If you want to just type your hook, put in different fonts, different colors, emojis, move it around the screen, put it anywhere you'd like on the screen. You also have this really cool function here called picture in picture. This is really good for property walkthroughs in real estate. It's been popular with the folks that have used Dubb that are in real estate. And this is picture in picture function. It uses both cameras on the phone. So whatever you're showing in front of you, you can visually walk someone through something. If you're not in real estate and you want to do a quick walk and talk with a client, send them a video, maybe you're going on a little walk and you're talking to them, send that video. If you're sitting in front of your computer, and you pull up a website or a property or an article, all the stuff we just talked about, you can physically sit in front of your computer, hit record, and just lean in to what you're trying to show, and it gives the same kind of effect. You're showing what's on your screen, and you're on there as well. If you're at an event or a conference, and you're walking around getting footage of people around, you can put yourself in there narrating. You could post that to social media. You could send it as an update to your circle of influence. If you're hanging out with a client and you want to do a quick little video testimonial video, you can take your phone, sit it on a selfie stick, and then have the person sit across from you. You're in the top left and have a nice little conversation back and forth, and you got a nice testimonial video right like that. If you're doing any kind of local selling, maybe you're selling to local businesses, you can go out there and record a video right outside the business, send it to the contact that you have in there, and then they pull it up and they see you right outside. So there's a lot of different cool creative ways that you can make these videos visually, and then that will help stand out in terms of, all the basic text-based messages people get on a daily basis. Now, regardless of the styles that you choose, when someone does receive a dub video, though, and they click on it, it's all about the experience they're going to have here. So this is going to take them to a preset landing page. We call them presets in dub terms, but it's a customized landing page that they're going to land on. So it's going to have your logo to the top left. It's going to have the initial video you created right here in the middle of the screen. And it's going to have playlist videos that are going to play right after that video that you've created. Now, the initial videos that you create should be short, to the point, minute or less. Get right into that hook that we talked about and be very demonstrative at the end of the video in terms of what action you want them to take, which we'll get to in a second. But the cool thing about these initial videos you make is it's about the group, the person, the industry. It's about that. These videos over here can provide more context and education. But the cool thing is you can record one video over here that's basically your pitch video. Minute, minute and a half. I wouldn't go longer than that. But why someone should go with you in your products or your services, this would be located right here, and it would play automatically every time after that video is played. And you only need to record it once. You also can have your video testimonials right here, right at the end. This kind of creates the nice little journey loop that they're on. People can see other experiences that they've had through your product or services. And then below here, you have your call to action buttons, your CTAs. What would you like someone to do after they've consumed the content? Do you want them to book a time in your calendar? Do you want them to reply with an email? Do you want them to fill out a form? Do you want a link to an external form? Do you want them to download a document, a listing agreement, a contract, a guide? There's a lot of options you can have down here. If you have multiple buttons, I would just put them in order of importance from left to right. Now, if you don't have video testimonials, here's a convenient way to get them. There is a button down here called Reply with Video. So this is the way a lot of Dubb folks over the years have gotten their video testimonials. You would record a video and have that button below it. So I'd open it up here, record it. Hey, this is Rob. Listen, thank you for using Dubb. We really appreciate it. Would love to get a video testimonial from you. It's not complicated. You don't have to download anything. Just click the Reply with Video button below and let me know, what have you enjoyed about the platform. They send that video back to you. You get a little notification inside Dubb that you have a video reply, and then you just make it part of your playlist. And this is the nice connective loop that you've created right here on the landing page that's worked really well over the years for a lot of folks. Now, you also have over here to the right your AI assistant. This is called SIA, your Sales Interactive Assistant. So when people land on this page, maybe they're thinking about taking the next step, but maybe they have questions. So down below here, off to the right, you have the SIA information right over here. You have FAQs. You can ask the AI a specific question, but when the AI gives the answer, it wants to keep this momentum going. So it gives the answer and then pushes for whatever your desired outcome is. If you want them to book a time in your calendar, if you want them to visit your site, all the options we talked about, it's going to give the answer and then push for that. Now, this AI is educated inside of the Dubb platform with a PDF you can upload. You also can upload individual pages from websites, and it will physically learn what's in text on those pages. So you can do one or the other or both, but it will become educated on what you needed to know to help everything to keep moving it forward. Now, also, these preset landing pages in general, you should have preset landing pages for different parts of your audience. If I was in real estate and I worked with buyers, sellers, FSBOs, expireds, I would want to have separate preset landing pages for each one of those segments of my audience. Same thing for insurance, mortgage, coaching, finance, any of those industries, recruiting, employers, candidates, all the different splits that you know about have a different preset landing page for each one of those. Now, in our setup call, so if you're on a free trial with Dubb right now and you jump onto a paid plan, whether it's Pro or Pro Plus, one of the first things that the team does is they meet you in Zoom for an optimization setup. They help you set up the buttons, the pages, everything you need to get going right away. All of this is tracked as well. Did someone open the email? Did they land on the page here? Did they click on any buttons? Did they interact with the AI? Did they watch the video? And if they did watch the video, what is that watch percentage? That will really help you follow up in a great way because you know what they've consumed. So if you're sitting here on a free trial and you want to upgrade to a paid account, just throw upgrade into the chat. And then Ina, who's here from our team, will follow up with you later with the best deal we can possibly give you. If throughout these trainings, if you're on Pro and you're in here and you want to upgrade to Pro Plus, put upgrade in there. We'll give you the best deal to do that as well. Now, as far as recording these styles, how would we record a basic webcam one? If we just want to do the basic recording here, how do we would do something like this? So we're going to go inside Dubb and we're going to click the red camera button right at the top. Create video, this big red button. Click that there, and that's going to open up your webcam. When you get here, you have to get the Dubb mobile app on your phone if you want to use the whiteboard. So it's Dubb app. You're going to get that Dubb app. And when you do have it, here is where the button's going to be. Here's the home area. The little button to type is right up here at the top, that little square button with the little person in the corner. If you select that, that is where you're going to type. So you would type your hook here, and all you're going to do is type it, turn it, and then you have it just like this. And then you can do a little lean in, little movement, whatever you're comfortable with, just add some movement to it. And if you want to do a virtual background, all you need to do is just go below, select virtual background. You have stock stuff you can choose from, but I would go with the more custom stuff. I would go to your photos and then upload into here all the screenshot stuff we talked about. So whether it's a property and real estate article, website, all that stuff, load it in here. And then you have a library of images you can choose from. Select the one that you want, put it behind you, and there it is. And then you just want to make sure you have a good front light, ring light, natural light. You want to have that there, combination of both. I would keep my arms within my shoulders. I'm not going to go out into the soup. I kind of want to keep it in here. And then if you're going to use a combination of both, pull it up right here. And you can do a combination of both those things. Now, every recording style in Dubb has a teleprompter option. So if you want to use a teleprompter, you just need to have a script saved inside the Dubb platform first. So once you do that, you can click right up in here, and then this will drop down. Now I can go right to scripting right here if I want to. Create new script is right at the top. If I clicked on that button, it would take me right into the platform. I could copy and paste my script in there and save it. I also can scroll through here to find scripts that I already have saved. And I also can jump in here and I can look for a script by title. So here's the script here. Now to use the teleprompter, here is your speed right here. You can go up or down. Here's the play button. See if you like it. You can back the text off or you can zoom it in. You also can edit the script right here with the pencil icon. So if you want to make any real-time changes, you have the ability to do that. Now, from a physical distance, I would go about arm's length, I think, for the teleprompter. Let the words flow up into the top line. I'm going to hit record here, and you're going to see what this looks like. Hit the record right in the middle, 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Hi, this is Rob from Dubb. We are the sales operating system. We use video, automation, and contact management to create connections, conversations, and conversions. And I can hit the pause button, stop the recording. I can click it again to resume. I also can delete it by tapping the red X, and it'll always ask, are you sure you want to do this? And then I can save this into the Dubb platform by hitting the check mark. To close the teleprompter, just tap it. So this is one of the most basic ways you can record, just like this from your webcam. So I'm going to hit the check mark here, and it's going to save this video into the Dubb platform. Now, anytime you save a video into Dubb, it's going to take you to the video edit page right in here. And this is where you can do some stuff. So when you land in here, I'm just going to select a different video just because that one's still transcoding. But when you land in here, you can change the title of your video right at the top. Just click the little pencil icon right there and just change it to whatever you'd like to change it to. Hit the check mark when you're done. Changed it. You can download the MP4 version of any video that you'd like that you save into Dubb. You can download the MP4. I can go all the way over here to the right and just open this little button right here to see a preview because we recorded a video. What does it look like on the preset landing page? Hit the button over there. It's going to open a tab and you can preview it. Great. There's my video. There's my playlist. I got everything here I need. I like it. Great. Now, if I want to change that, there is a little drop down right here where notice it says Rob's preset right there. So what that means is that's my default preset landing page. Anytime I record a video, it's always going to have that background unless I change it to something else, which I can do right here. I can just select another preset landing page background and one click, it'll change everything about the background. Every Dubb video also has a QR code. So you can select the little button to the right and there's your QR code. You can use these in physical mail marketings like door hangers, mail stacks, things like that. You can use it at live events or conferences, whether you have a booth, have a placard set up, or you're just walking around meeting people, have a pre-recorded video that says, "Hey, it was great meeting you at the event." You can click below to stay in touch. Also, if you're in real estate and you do open houses, have a little placard right on the counter. "Hey, thanks for coming to the open house. If you want to see properties that are similar, check out the link below." So a lot of uses for the QR code. You also can upload this directly to your YouTube channel if you have one, right here. And then below here, you have analytics. So we have an AI coach here called Kyra. So if you want feedback on your video, say just got done recording a video and you want immediate feedback, just click generate. And it will give you delivery analysis, content feedback, visual feedback. It'll give you that right away. Activity-wise, this is what I mentioned earlier. So you can really drill down on more information that you want to know more about. Are they opening the emails? Are they watching the videos? Are they viewing the page? You can do all of that right in here. Now you also can edit any video that you save into Dubb. So if I click the editing tab, I can edit my video. I can hit the play button here. I can drag my timeline to whatever I'd like to cut out. Let's just say I want to cut something out right here. Drag it there, hit the scissor icon. It just split it in two. Drag it or play it to the second cut point, scissors, and now you got it in three pieces. And then whatever's highlighted in orange, just hit the trash can and it's gone. And if you want to bring everything back, just click undo, 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 and you're right back to where you started. Now, there's also a little design tab here. So this is what I mentioned in the beginning. So when you hit record with Dubb, first 3 seconds are going to repeat. That's what the animated GIF is going to be. But you can change that in here if you want to. And all you have to do is just drag your timeline. So you know what? I like this visual better. I'm going to start with that. Click generate thumbnail, and that will be the preview. Or you can upload your own thumbnail. So you have those choices across the board. The easiest one is just to be ready when you hit record. That way you can be efficient with it. So we recorded a video, we got it on a landing page, and now we just want to send it. So how would we send it? So inside here, we're going to open up a compose. And best practice when you send an email, definitely have the word video in the subject line, first thing that they read. Stands out, it's rare, it stands out. You want to have your hook that we talked about in the beginning, right here. You want to have a little bit of text before you drop the video in. And to drop the video in, you can do it in a couple ways. So one is going to be right inside the Dubb platform. There is a huge blue button right over the right, share and send. Click that right there. Put the email in of the person you're sending it to get that activity level tracking. Add a little personalization text if you want to. This is a little banner at the top of the video. You don't have to do this. Click copy for email, and then it's a copy and paste. Drop it in like that, and you're able to send it. Now, if you do have Gmail or you have Outlook 365, there is a shortcut you can do. There's a little Dubb button right down here at the bottom. You can see it right inside of Gmail. In Outlook 365, it's in add-ins. The reason that little shortcut button is there is because we have the Dubb Chrome extension screen recorder we're going to look at in a second right up there at the top in the browser. So when it's there, this will show up down here. So when you select this, opens up the Dubb Chrome extension recorder, and notice that I'm scrolling through my video library down to the bottom left. So just find the video you want. Find it, insert it, and share it. And you can do it just like that if you have Gmail or Outlook 365. Now, in terms of screen recordings, let's look at that right now. This is what I showed in the beginning. This one right here. Browser-based screen recording. Get the Dubb Chrome extension. So Google Dubb Chrome extension, 3-step process to pin it up here in the browser, and anything within the browser you want to be on top of. We'll use LinkedIn as an example. So if I want to reach out to Ruben, open up the Chrome, click it here, and it's going to put me on the page. Now, when you're on your page, you can do a couple things here. One, you can adjust the size of your webcam. You can drag it like this, bigger, smaller. You have the ability to come in here and change your shape. So if you want to change it to kind of match the aesthetic of the page that you're on, you can do that. I'm going to keep mine as a circle because Ruben's in a circle. And then you want to think about your placement. Where's a good spot to put myself visually? I'm going to put myself right next to Ruben. Inside here, I can push in a little closer. I can back up. I can physically move around a little bit inside here if I want better framing. I can jump to full screen. If I'd like to make a point about something, I can run back to the page. I can go turn my camera off right over here to the right. If I just want to do an audio walkthrough of my recording, I can do that. I also can use my headshot if I want to use that. And if I am live, I can do a virtual background behind me just like this, drop it in right there, just like we just did before. Now you have an annotation tool that you can use that I'm going to use in a second. It's right over here to the left. We have a teleprompter right over here. This teleprompter is a little bit different than the one you just saw. So when you find your script like we did before, let's just grab this one right here. You have the ability to control your speed like we did, up or down. You can back your text off or zoom it in. But this one gives you the ability to manipulate the size like this a little bit, and you can physically move it around the page wherever you want it. Now, when you put it up towards the camera up here at the top, something to remember if you're going to use the teleprompter when you're using the Chrome extension. I wouldn't go full screen on your browser. If you try to go full screen on your browser and you want to use the teleprompter tab, it's going to hide it behind. You won't be able to physically tap it to use it. So if you're going to use a teleprompter, I have a big space up here at the top, but you can leave a little bit of space if you want. So when you hit record, you can just tap this thing, bring it forward, and you're able to use it. Now, lastly, you have three orientations to record with Chrome. You have camera, which is all the way over here to the right, opens up like a webcam. You have tab, which if I'm that, it's going to be a nice clean cut of the page. You won't see any of the tabs I have at the top. And if I go screen, it's going to get my entire computer screen. I would do that if I was going to jump around to different tabs, if I wanted to take someone on a little tab journey. For this example, we're going to use tab. So I'm going to hit record. I'm going to bring my hook in, like we talked about before. I'm going to hit record to the right, start recording. I'm going to choose my tab. There it is right there. I'm going to click share. 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Hey, Ruben, this is Rob. I wanted to send you this video because I did not know that you wrote a book, which is pretty cool. I like books, so I want to check yours out. So I did the whole hook thing, right? Our first 3 seconds, that's going to be repeating. And then I decided I wanted to jump to full screen to talk to Ruben directly. When you make these screen recordings, it's kind of cool to jump to full screen every once in a while when you want to make a point about something. Gets their attention and it breaks the visuals. So if you do want to do that, you can take your mouse, hover over your webcam like I'm doing right now, double click it, brings you here, double click the screen to go back. You also can physically move around. You can be very free flowing. Just go with your natural style. If you do want to pause the recording, you can just hit the pause button right at the bottom. You don't have to force your way through the whole thing. If you want to take a break, get yourself set up in the next point you feel comfortable, and then click resume. You also can use the annotation tool, which is right over here to the left. So if you do want to point some things out, you can do some text on screen. You can circle, you can underline, you can put things in order of importance with numerical options here, and whatever you want to do. So if you want to reach out on LinkedIn, this is a nice way to do it. It stands out. If you want to use anything within your browser, whatever industry you're in, whatever site you want to be on top of, where you're walking someone through something in an orderly fashion, the Dubb Chrome extension is a great way to do it. So like I did before, check mark. I'm going to click that below. It's going to save it into the Dubb platform. It's going to save it to the video edit page, the exact same spot that we just were. That's where you're always going to land when you save something in here, right here. Now, if I want to share this video with Ruben, how would I share it with him? Well, on LinkedIn, you want to be connected first. You want to be a connection. So I'd send him a simple little connection request. Most people connect. And when you're connected, you want to click the message button down the bottom. So when you click the message button down the bottom, this is how you would share your video. Now you'll notice we have a little Dubb button, little Dubb symbol in there inside of LinkedIn. We have an integration with LinkedIn. It's a shortcut like I showed you in Gmail. So when you click that right there, opens up the Chrome that we just used. You can see the video right here. Click insert. And then you even can change the text right here to something personal before you send it. And then all you have to do is click send. And Ruben's going to see that nice animated preview instead of another just copy and paste message in his inbox. Now, the last screen recorder we're going to look at is the Dubb desktop app. The desktop app is different than what you just saw in the Chrome because the desktop app flies over the top of everything. So you can go on top of Canvas slides, documents, websites, whatever you want. So what you're going to do is Google Dubb desktop app, download it for Mac or PC. And then on a Mac, Dubb symbol is going to be at the top. On PC, it's going to be at the bottom. You can see the functionality right here. You also can click View Quick Menu. That'll pop it up right in front of you. And you can choose what option you want here. We're going to choose Record Screen, just so we can see the difference now between Chrome and desktop. So first off, the bubble. The bubble does all the same stuff the Chrome just did. The annotation tool does all the same annotations the Chrome just did. The teleprompter is the same as the Chrome because you can physically move it around, but it's different once you select a script. So if I select a script here, The first option you're going to have is auto track, which is voice recognition. So if I was going to hit record and read that script, it's going to go at my pace. Whether I want to go fast or slow, it will match it. Now, if you don't want to do voice recognition and you like controlling the speed of the scroll, then all you have to do is just tap that button closed, and now you have the scroll speed, like we saw with the last teleprompters. So it's either auto scroll or it's auto track. It's your choice. Now, in terms of recording, here's some cool options. Down here at the bottom, there's a red slash through this square. What that means is if I was going to hit the record button right now, it would get my entire computer screen. When that red slash is in the box, you're getting your whole screen. If you click it to get rid of it, now you have a drop down of choices in terms of the borders of what I'm recording. Right now it's on landscape. So I can take this thing and put it on top of whatever I want to put it on top of. Whatever's within the blue lines, that will be part of the recording. I also can choose 9 by 16 portrait. I could do social media videos right from my desktop in the proper orientation. I just have to put behind it what I feel is what I want the content to be. You also have below custom. So if you select custom, now I can crop around anything I want to crop around. This is one of my favorites because you can get very specific in terms of what you would like to show. Now the recording itself, let's hit record. I'm going to get my 3, 2, 1 countdown, and here we go. We're doing a recording. I can pause and resume like I did before. This is the big difference, though. It's the check mark. The check mark in the previous examples saves it into Dubb. That's not the case with the desktop app. When you select the check mark here, it's going to open up a little preview window, and I have just recorded a clip. So the desktop app is clip recording. So I'm going to record a few clips, merge them together into one video, and then I'm going to save it into the platform. So the cool thing about clip recording is you can drag and drop videos from your computer. If you got something in an MP4 format, just drop it in here. You're able to do that. So if I just recorded this clip I did right here, right? This is a screen recording clip. So I only have one clip. How do I keep going now? So down to the bottom left, there are 3 creative icons to choose from to continue recording. The one all the way to the left is record screen video, which is what I just did. So if I want to do another clip in the same style, just hit that button. It'll bring me right back to where I was. I could have swapped out the background for a different website, doc, whatever I wanted. I'm going to hit record again. And now I get my 3, 2, 1 countdown, and this is going to be a second clip in the same style as the first one. I'm going to hit the check mark here, and then I can physically move these clips in any order I would like. I don't have to, record chronologically. It's pretty freeing to be able to do that. And then when you tap the 3-dot menu of each clip, you can download or delete each one. So keep the one you like, get rid of the one you don't. Now, there's also a webcam icon to the bottom left. So when you select that, it opens up your webcam. So this could be a nice opening to your video. This could be the end of your video. This could be you just speaking about something very specifically that you wanted to mention. Hit the check mark, and there's that clip. You also can move this around as well. Now, the last choice down to the bottom is Dubb Narrator. Dubb Narrator gives you the ability to take a pre-recorded video, put it inside of a bubble, throw it on top of something, and hit record. So I could sit in front of my webcam and talk about the market, right? Record something direct to camera, save that into my video library, and then I could pull up the market update website or doc or whatever I have, click Dubb Narrator down here at the bottom. It'll take me to my video library. I'm like, oh, where's the video I recorded? Oh, it's right there. Great. Let me grab that one. And then I'm going to pop this on top of this. I hit record, and then the pre-recorded version of me is going to do all the work because I already did it. I can scroll around. I can use the annotations, whatever I want to use. I have the ability to do that. And then you hit the check mark, and then it becomes part of that. So the thing to remember here is there's different styles in terms of what you want to do in terms of recording within the desktop app. Now, when I'm done recording and I want to merge all these together, I'm going to select either the upload button to the bottom right. That's going to merge the clips together and save it into Dubb. Or I can select the edit button to the bottom right. That's going to merge everything together into one video. But now I can edit it right here inside the desktop app before I even save it into the platform. And the editor here is just like the editor you saw inside of Dubb that I showed earlier. You can download the MP4 right now of the video if you wanted to, and you can upload it right into the platform with the upload button right to the right. So a lot of options in terms of that. Now, the last kind of recording that we're going to show you is going to be the Dubb mobile app. Now, the mobile app is great because it's just like the desktop app in terms of recording in clips. So the mobile is great because it has, different functions on it. You're out and about. And this is what this would look like in terms of putting this together as a recording. So let me show you this right here. Okay. So when you have the Dubb mobile app, here is the home area. Here's how you record a quick video. Tap the blue button at the bottom. It's going to open up. And when you first use the mobile app, this is always going to be defaulted for 1 minute of recording time. I always slide mine over to 10. That way I don't get cut off. And then I'm going to hit record by tapping the circle at the bottom. And now I'm recording. I have a timer here and a timer here. And I can also hit the pause and resume button all the way to the left if I want to pause and resume. But to end this, just tap the circle again and the recording is ended. Now you're going to see this clip that I have just recorded. So again, mobile app is a clip recorder. And this clip has been downloaded to my phone, so I have it in my photo video area if I do need it. I'm going to hit record one more time. You can see again, timer here, timer here. I'm going to tap the circle again, and there is the second clip that I've recorded. Now, when you tap a clip individually, I can take my finger, tap it, I can delete, trim, and if I select the edit button, this is where I can do some stuff. I can select the music icon right to the right. I can choose music in here. We have a whole library of royalty-free music. Just make sure you adjust the levels so the music isn't overwhelming your voice. You also can select the text icon to the right. This is where you can do what we talked about in the beginning. You go in here and you just drop your hook in. Like we talked about, I showed you this example in the beginning, but you can type your hook in here and then you can physically move it wherever you want to on the screen, different colors, different font, whatever you want to add. You have a voiceover option, which is the voiceover icon to the right, little microphone. You can record something right here. You have the ability to do that. You can speed up the clip. Tap the little timer icon to the bottom right. You can go all the way up to 10x if you want to. And if you want to do burned in subtitles on this clip, tap the button to the bottom right. You can burn in the subtitles, or you can burn them in at the end, and then you have a finished copy of that phone with the actual burned in subtitles. Okay, let me reshare this here, and I'll show you the other functionality on here as well. This is what this is going to look like. Okay, so let me get out of here. Just it looks like it's frozen. Come back. Okay, so what do these options do right here? What are these functions on the mobile app? If you want to know, tap the tooltip to the top right, and it's going to tell you what the functionality is right there, and then tap it again to close it. Now, if you want to do this, here, let me hold on one second. Looks like it's a little blurry there. There we go. Okay, so I always use a countdown timer. So this little button right here. So I go 3 seconds, but you can do 10 if you want to. 10's a little long, but maybe you're doing a long shot and you want to walk up to it. But 3, 2, 1 kind of matches everywhere else in Dubb. So I kind of like to have the ability for it to match because, when you do this, it gives you the right timing. 3, 2, 1, and you're ready to go. Now you also have the ability to stabilize your videos. So this little button right here, you get video stabilization. You have low, medium, or high. So if you're doing a walk and talk and it's kind of herky jerky, just select one of those options and it's going to smooth it out for you. If you want to use a teleprompter, it's this little button right here. Just select the script that you want. Let's just say it's that one right there. Choose your speed like we did before, up or down. You can hit the play button here, see if you like that speed. If you want to make any changes, click the pencil icon to the right. Make your changes in real time. In terms of your eye line, it should be right up here at the top. If you are searching for the words by looking down, either increase your speed or move the whole thing up with the guardrails right here. Slide it up like this, your eyes will stay just in the right spot. If you want to do a landscape video, just physically turn your phone and the script will adjust, just like that next to the camera. Now, also, if you want to use voice recognition, right? Like we saw in the desktop app, you want to use voice rec, auto track. This little button right here, the gear icon, switch it to auto track. Then when you hit record, the pace will go with the script as you go at your pace. So it's either auto track, like you see right here, or it's auto scroll, where you choose the speed. Totally up to you. And then hit the X to the top right, and that's going to close it. Now, if you ever recorded a video outside of the Dubb mobile app and you want to make it part of the story, it's going to be this little button right here, the folder button. Find the video on your phone, drop it in here. If you want to physically record your screen, this little button here. If you want to use filters, this button right here. We got skin smoothing, black and white, different color gradations, all of that available right in here. Just scroll through. Picture in picture that I showed in the beginning, that little button right there. So when you hit record here, now you can show what's in front of you. You can physically move yourself around like this. You can zoom yourself in, back up, background, whatever you'd like. So a lot of cool options there. You also have virtual backgrounds. So take screenshots on your phone, go here, add it behind you, and then you just record your video just like that. Now, when you're done and you're ready to merge these clips into one video, blue button to the top right, that's going to merge everything together. You'll have a finished copy on your phone of that video, and you also can click the blue upload button that's going to save it into Dubb, and you have the ability to do that. Now, if you are using any kind of CRM like a HubSpot or a Go High Level, a Follow Up Boss, if you're using like a third party sender like a MailChimp or a Constant Contact, we have a lot of integrations with a lot of those different companies. So you absolutely can keep that if you want to. And then just send videos with it. Just add videos in. You can see the list we have right here. It's pretty extensive. Again, if you want to use Dubb as a CRM, you absolutely can do that. Right here within the dashboard, go right over here to CRM, upload your contacts with a CSV file. You can do tasks, deals, tags, notes. You can do bulk sending within Dubb, email and SMS, and you also can do automation, drip sequences. That's part of our Pro Plus plan. We have Pro and Pro Plus. Pro Plus is all about automations and founder coaching that we do once a week. So if you're part of Pro Plus, you know about founder coaching. If you're not and you have Dubb and you're on the Pro plan, Ruben and Darius, who are the founders of Dubb, they do coaching once a week every Tuesday. It's 11:30 a.m. PST. They do a deeper dive into the platform. They have their own curriculum. They have a little form you can fill out called Open Mic. So if you're looking to go from Pro to Pro Plus to get that extra level of coaching and automations, just put upgrade in the chat or email support@dubb.com and let us know you want to upgrade. We'll give you the best deal we possibly can. Lastly, from an AI writing perspective, right here in our dashboard is auto, like I mentioned in the beginning. You can do any kind of writing in here for emails, scripts, whatever you'd like. We also have an affiliate program right down here on referrals. If you click referrals down here and you select apply now, it'll create a nice little referral link for you to share. That referral link does a 30% recurring commission on anyone that subscribes to Dubb. So we're very supportive of our partners. So invite them in here to the training. If you're on a paid plan right now and you want a free account, do you know 4 or 5 people, 4 to 6 people get those at 30%, and then you got a free account, and we have people doing well beyond that. Now, if you do need support, okay, there is training and help pretty much everywhere. So right here on the page, down here at the bottom, there's a little intercom bubble down the little green one right there. You can chat with the AI. You can chat with someone on the team. You can do a keyword search. Just put in there Dubb Chrome extension, desktop app, whatever you want. It'll bring up an article and a video as well. You can ask Otto right here in the dashboard, right here. You can ask Otto any question about Dubb. You can also ask Otto strategy questions. So you have that ability right there. We also just added right over here to the left. This is Sophia. This number, this is our AI Sophia, our AI/coach over here. If you dial that number, she can give you feedback on what you're doing, strategy, Dubb stuff, all kinds of cool stuff. So that's Sophia, and that's our AI coach you can call 24/7 right over there if you need help with anything. Okay, so let me pop out of here. Ina, how do we do? Do we get to the Q&A? Everybody get their stuff?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, sweet. Let's see. Does anybody have any questions? Anything on anyone's mind before we head out for the day? Anything on anyone? Anything that we covered? Anybody? Do we have anything? Okay,
Sean has
great.
his hand raised. Is
Oh,
it?
Sean, is that from before? Let's see. Hey, Sean, how are you, my friend? Did you have your hand up new or is that from before?
How you doing, Shawnee?
Yeah,
So
Sean, I saw your hand up. Was it from before or did you put it up again?
I'll put it up again. I'll put it up again. Nice.
Okay.
So one quick question. So I'm like ADD. I have all these ideas, right? But when it comes to workflows and automations and
Mhm.
creating up, creating like a nice workflow. If we do the pro account, you guys help us with those too?
So if you're on Pro is heavily related to the live training today and the stuff we have on YouTube support on Dubb. A lot of resource stuff we have. If you're having a tech issue or something like that, the team can meet with you and help with that if something's not working correctly. In terms of strategy stuff, I have people book with me, if they want strategy, you can always do that. If you're on Pro Plus, there's more attention to meeting. You can get the meetings pretty much when you need them on things, and especially with workflows. Because if you're in Pro Plus and you're trying to build out these automated workflows, that's something that Darius and the team help with a lot because that's a big part of it.
Yes, I guess 100%. So pretty much, so obviously, if you get the Pro Plus also, then you'll help us kind of. I mean, not gonna work for me. You will help me. I'm gonna show you what I do. He said, Mr. Whitaker, this is what we do for a living. We're a workflow CRM called
Yep.
Dubb. And all of a sudden, say, Shawnee, do this. Sometimes, we get our own way. We get our own way. All of a sudden,
Yeah.
so we get out of your way. We say, you get your eyes from a different perspective. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's all it is. Say, well, great. I said, so I love you guys, man. You're awesome, man. You guys are great. You guys are great. And I appreciate these videos too.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thanks for the words, Sean. Yes, definitely. So if you do pro, you get help, you get the trainings in here. You do pro plus, you get that little extra hand holding, you get the extra coaching once a week with Ruben and Darius. So definitely something you want to think about in terms of that.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Thanks, boys. Appreciate it very much.
you're welcome, Sean. And then let's see. Dave looks like Dave had a question here. Let's see. Does it do captions where the text shows up towards the bottom center of the video? As far as that, the subtitle caption stuff, if the captions is on, it shows in the center, I believe, right? If it's turned on within Dubb, I
Yes.
think. Yes. Hey,
Yes.
Yeah,
Dave, can
just
you hear us okay?
there's some other. I say sorry, Mike. There's some other applications where you can upload the video, and
Yeah.
it gives you video, and then it kind of puts it on the bottom of the video. Does that make sense?
So
It kind of captures.
Yeah. Go ahead, if you want to go.
Yeah. It goes under the video though. If it is like the closed captions only, it's you you get there's an option for the audience to turn it on or turn it off. That's for the closed
For
caption.
sure.
If you want to burn in the captions, then you can do that for in the Dubb desktop app and the Dubb mobile app. You get to choose the placement of the captions, and yeah, you get to choose also the colors to highlight the words, and if you want, you can match it with your brand colors too.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course. Anything from anybody else before we go? Anybody? Last call. Anyone? Okay, cool. Well, Ina, thanks so much for the support as always. Everybody, thanks for coming in, and everybody out there streaming land,
Thanks a
thanks for
lot.
coming and watching as well. And we'll see you tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat station. Everybody have a great rest of their Tuesday. See you, everybody.
Take it easy. Thanks.